What's going on, guys? It's Sacred Eagle, and today I'm going to get my picks out early. My head is not in the right place after last night's election, and I'm not in the mood to make any kind of video right now, so I'm just going to get these out. I'm going to explain my picks and everything and all that stuff, but okay, let's get on with this. Browns and the Ravens tomorrow night on Thursday Night Football. I'm going to go with the Ravens for obvious reasons. They need this win, and the Browns, they're 0-9. They're not good at all. Chiefs and the Panthers. I'm going to go with the Chiefs because, well, then again, the Panthers can win that game. The Panthers are starting to show up after starting out 1-4 or whatever they're at now. I believe they're 4-4. I'm not too sure, but they're starting to come back and show up and be who we remember them to be. So that's going to be a really good game, a really competitive game. And Jeremy Maclin is injured. Alex Smith is coming back from the double concussion that he suffered 2 weeks ago, so we'll see how that all goes out. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs to win that game. It's going to be a good one, though. Broncos and the Saints. I'm going to go with the Saints because the Broncos are struggling right now, and their defense is going up against a pretty big task and stopping Drew Brees, Brandon Cooks, all those guys that he has on that wide receiving core. Not to mention that entire offense is really good. They can put up points, and it's just a matter of if that defense can stop Trevor Siemian and, Demaryius Thomas and everyone on that Broncos defense or offense. But I'm going to go with the Saints as an upset. Then we got the Rams going to play the Jets. I'm going to go with the Jets. These teams are both struggling. They're both really not as good as we anticipated, or at least the Jets aren't as good as we anticipated. So I'm just going to go with the Jets. They need a rebound. They need to just find themselves again, and I think they can do that against the struggling Los Angeles Rams. Packers and the Titans. This will be a good game because the Packers are struggling. The Titans are actually putting up fights. They're actually winning games as well. Ooh, that voice crack. But I'm going to go with the Titans. I'm going to stick with them. They haven't really disappointed me, and who knows, this is going to be another upset. I'm just being really optimistic. And speaking of being optimistic, Falcons go to the Eagles. Now, after what's happened the past few weeks, after the way the Eagles have lost their past 4 of 5 games, everyone can assume that they're going to lose this game. Well, I'm an optimistic fan. I never want to see my team lose. I don't ever want to vote against them after losing the pick against the fucking Vikings 3 weeks ago. So I'm going to root for the Eagles just because they're my team, and I think that they can do it. I'm being completely honest with you. When you really look at the issues that are happening with the Philadelphia Eagles, it's just a matter of play calling. It's a matter of coaching. It's a matter of doing the right decisions when you need to do them, like when you need to do something that's necessary to do. Last week, as the Giants, he did not do things that were not necessary, or he did things that were not necessary. He went for it twice on 4th down early in the game when you're down 14-3, and then you're down 14-10. If you get those 2 field goals and then get that touchdown, you're up 16-14. That could have changed the entire momentum, and just switch it right to the Eagles. They could have taken that game, but instead they didn't take the points and they lost the game. And then same thing with the Cowboys game, except it's the other way around. He doesn't take the points, but he's not being aggressive enough when he should be. He should be going for these points. He didn't do that, and he lost the game in the end. They blew it. The defense could not stay on that field for too long. So in the end, I'm going to go with the Eagles just because I think that they can win this game, but it can easily go the opposite direction. This is Atlanta Falcons we're talking about, one of the best offenses, actually the best offense, averaging 33 points a game. But they are allowing 28 points a game, so maybe the Eagles can score, put up a fight against this team. We'll see. Should be a good game. It's at the link, so we're 3-0 there. You'd think that we would do good there. You think that we would put up a fight. Vikings go to play the Redskins. I think this is the Vikings' rebound game. They've lost 3 straight ever since losing to the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm going to go with the Vikings. I think that they'll beat the Redskins. I don't think the Redskins have what it takes to beat the Vikings. Then again, they have lost to the back-to-back division rivals just like the Eagles. So who knows really? Who really knows what's going on in that Vikings organization. But I'm gonna go with the Vikings just because they need to get this win. If they want to stay ahead of the Packers, if they want to stay ahead in this division that they're in, they need this win against the Redskins. Texans and Jaguars. I'm gonna go with the Texans. The Jaguars are struggling. They are not that great of a team. They'll put up fights, but sooner or later they're gonna break in a game, and that's when I think the Texans are gonna break away from them, and I think they'll win this game. Keep ahead of their division. Oh yeah, that's a division rival. So good luck to the Jaguars. I wouldn't mind seeing them win, but it's the Texans. They're the better team in that division. Bears go to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm gonna go and root for the Buccaneers. I want to see more of Jameis Winston spread that ball throughout the field. I want to see more of this Tampa Bay Buccaneer defense get after Jay Cutler. I want to see Tampa Bay really put up a fight against this team. I really want to see them do what they do. They're 3-5. They're not a terrible team, but they're not that great of a team. But they're playing a not so good team at all. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. Dolphins and the Chargers. It's a 4 o'clock game, the first 4 o'clock game. I'm going to go with the Chargers. The Chargers. Because the Dolphins, they are just meh, if you guys know what I mean. Like, they're not that great. Excuse me. They're not that great. They've never been that great. But really, when you look at it, who's the better team here? Chargers can put up points. They can really compete and really scare a team, and I think that's where the Dolphins are going to get shocked at the most. So good luck to the Dolphins, but I'm rooting for the Chargers. 49ers go to play the Cardinals. An NFC West game. I'm going to go with the Chargers. I already said the Chargers. What am I talking about? I'm sorry. I'm going to go with the Cardinals because the 49ers, if the freaking what's their name? If the Browns actually have won a game, my prediction about Chip Kelly's 49ers back in January would be correct. And actually, it is still correct because Chris Sims on Bleacher Report does have the 49ers at 32, right in front of number 31, the team that hasn't won a game, the Browns. So, in reality, I've made a really good statement, and it's really paying off. And I think the Cardinals are going to continue to show off that these 1-7 49ers are actually really garbage, and that Chip Kelly's system does not work. I mean, seriously, ask this. Ask the Eagles. Like, come on. All right, we got America's Game of the Week, I'm pretty sure. Chargers and the Steelers. Why do I keep saying Chargers? I'm sorry. The Cowboys and the Steelers. And I'm going to go with the Cowboys. The Steelers lost to the Ravens, and with Big Ben, like, that's not good. And Big Ben has been out of surgery for what, like 25 days now? He should be resting right now. This is where the Steelers have gone wrong this year, and I'm going to go with the Cowboys. They're going to go 8-1. They're going to win 8 straight because the Steelers are no competition right now against them. I mean, we beat a healthy Big Ben 34-3, so who's to say the Cowboys won't beat them by a score of like 54-2? Seahawks and the Patriots. And a Super Bowl 49 rematch game. Sunday Night Football. Excuse me. I'm going to go with the Patriots. This is going to be a really good game, though. If we all remember correctly, Russell Wilson threw that game-winning interception for the Patriots in that Super Bowl when you're at the 1 and you have Marshawn Lynch. It's a terrible decision by the coach, and it was not where you want to throw it if you're Russell Wilson. The Patriots, they're just too good right now. As of right now, the Super Bowl is Dallas and New England, and that would be a really good Super Bowl. I'd actually pay to go and see that game because right now, those two teams are really good. So, I'm going to go with the Patriots for obvious reasons. Last but not least, we have the Cincinnati Bengals we have the New York Giants hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals are coming off a bye week, and at that same time, they're coming off a tie with the frickin' Washington Redskins, who are also coming off their bye week. So, interesting how that works out. Is everything rigged nowadays? I don't freaking know, but I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think the Bengals can pull off an upset against the Giants. The Giants, they're 5-3. They're not terrible. They're not great, but they're a pretty solid team. I'll give them that. I'll give you that. I'll give you Giants fans out there. I'll let it happen. You guys are a pretty decent football team. I mean, so are we. So are the Redskins. The whole entire NFC East isn't terrible. It's just we haven't managed to win games when we need to win games. So, good job for you guys taking the win. But I'm going to root for the Bengals just because I want to see them win, and I think that they have what it takes to beat and upset the New York Giants at home. So, tell me in the comment section down below what your picks are. Tell me about your team, how you think your team is faring. I love to talk about other teams and how they're doing and whatnot. Subscribe for more content. I make videos every single day. You're going to see a video Friday on the Eagles and the Falcons and what I think they need to do in order to win against a really high-powered offense. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your Wednesday afternoon. Oh, God help us all. I'm scared, man. Trump is president.